Welcome to your daily focus for September the 2nd, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Thank you so much for sharing me with family, friends, and thank you for subscribing, for ringing the bell. If you want to know when my videos appear, ring the bell and you'll get notified immediately so that you don't miss out. So we have a full moon in Pisces at 10 degrees. So we'll get there when we talk about the planets. But, we have the numerology. When we look at that, we have the two energy, first of all. Okay, so the two energy is about bringing in stability. It's about bringing in some sort of balance, although I think it's more leaning towards security. And if we do the numerology of the day, it's a 15. Now, the 15 is the devil. The 15 is the thing that holds you back. So, the 15 being the daily energy, over the next several weeks, we will understand a little bit more clearly of the old habits, the old behaviors that no longer serve us, and some new habits and some new behaviors to work in there to transform ourselves, our environments, our paths forward. We have the sun in Virgo. So Virgo is all about, our practical needs. What belongs, what doesn't belong. What has value, what doesn't have value. Pisces, the moon in Pisces, is more of a spiritual needs. Do we need prayer time, meditation time, quiet time? Do we need to talk to God, our angels, our spirit guides, our past loved ones a little bit more often? Do we need to walk our spiritual path by helping others, by having compassion, by having empathy, by taking the time to help somebody else? Picking up their groceries, holding the door open, the little things in life, smiling at them. Although most of us are wearing masks, so you don't see the smile anyways. I saw those clear ones and I thought, oh, maybe I'll get one of those. But then I thought, ew, it'll get all yucky inside and people see that and I won't even notice it. So I threw that idea in the garbage. And maybe they don't, but that's what I thought. So the 10 degrees of Pisces, know that it's a one energy, and the one energy is the magician. So over the next several weeks, you will be more intuitive. And being intuitive, that's your gut, right? That's having that sixth sense. That's knowing that you need to go this way, or you need to say that, or things just come to you. Intuition. But there's levels of intuition too. There's a survival intuition, right? Where you get that thought of look again before you pull out, and here comes a truck, or you didn't see the first time, you would have been in an accident, or don't go down that alley, and then you kind of look down and you see some creepy people that you may not have noticed had you just kept walking because you were looking at the ground and not where you were going in the first place. Those little things that keep you safe. Just knowing, right? Then there is almost like a creative intuition, where we get that idea, that aha moment, that epiphany, that revelation that just rocks our world. It brings out a passion, a dream, a desire, a thirst for knowledge perhaps, or an opportunity, or to come into your life. And then you have a spiritual intuition where you get a divine download, for lack of a better term, to guide you, to just know, to have that vision of where you are going, who you are becoming, and having a faith and a perseverance to reach the finish line on it. Now, I think Mars and Saturn are duking it out in the sky, and unfortunately they're going to be duking it out in the sky for some time. I think it's like right up until into October, where we're going to get frustrated, we're going to get angry, we're going to get frustrated, angry, impatient by any kind of restriction, any kind of hold up, any kind of setback. We want smooth sailing, and when that's not happening, we're going to get a little ticked off. So be careful. I mean, this could come out in your job setting, in the community. It could come out in a relationship where they're not moving at the same speed or the speed that you want them to move at or to act upon something. And it starts this tiff. It starts this little mini war between the two of you. And you know what? 5 years from now, you won't even remember what it's about. So relax, have a patience, have an understanding, have the compassion, because with the magician energy, the 10 energy, the 1 energy, first of all, it tells us that we're moving into very positive energy. With the 10 energy, we're moving into a new season, a new chapter. So it's but we have the magician there. So when we're acting with the energy the way we need to, we find we get a little luckier. So, would be a time, if you're walking the walk, talking the talk, to maybe get a little lottery ticket or a scratch ticket. Now, don't spend more than you can afford. Like, you only need 1 ticket to win, right? So keep that philosophy in mind. But you just never know, or something happens, the phone rings and you're offered an opportunity to work at this place that you've always just thought it was above your pay scale, kind of thing, or it's just the right thing for you. You've been wanting to do that forever and a day, and you can't believe someone's going to pay you to do it. Or maybe you meet your new best friend. Yeah, bump into each other at a corner, or a bus stop, or a coffee shop, and you start to converse, and the next thing you know, it's like you've known each other all your lives, and you probably have in past lives. So, I mean, this is a time for and personal freedoms to come in. Very positive change with the Pisces energy at 10 degrees. So, okay, so let's see what the cards have to say. Living in the country, you leave your windows open and you put the cotton ball in the screen when it tears a little bit till it's time to change the screens. And I must need a cotton ball because there's a little skeeter in here again going after me. Okay, let's cut the cards. And sorry for my absence. I still have cotton in my ear. Oh, wow. It just took me right down. Unbelievable. It was just like boom. And all of a sudden I was talking to everybody holding my head like this and trying to massage it. And I said, okay. So I went home and when I think about it, it gets really itchy. So I try not to think about it. Okay, so we'll think about the cards, but thank you for all the love, the light, the prayers, the well wishes that you sent my way. I did try and let you know if you're on my Facebook page, if you're on my Patreon page, if the commercials bother you, for $1 a month, you can skip all the commercials because a lot of people do Patreon just for that. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is about us going forward with a knowledge. We haven't seen this card in a while. So how exciting that it's here right now. And this is weighing out what we need. Okay, we're full moon energy, so we want to take some time thinking about our toolbox, what we've packed to take with us, what we are taking with us, what is necessary to take with us. And that's where the Virgo sun is going to just light it up for you. So it's a beautiful time to plan, to organize, to really make a list of what you need in order to go forward and what is truly just baggage or clutter and you don't need. Allow friends to support you, help you, move forward with you. And the swords in the front of the boat is your wisdom, is your knowledge. So know that you are well prepared in your mind for what needs to come. That you have wisdom, and maybe more wisdom than you think you have. Maybe you don't give yourself enough credit for it. And this is the time when you're really going to see how much wisdom you actually hold within you. And wait, I usually say this in the card, and I meant to say it, but I got derailed somewhere there. The boat is actually, if you know anything about boats, the back of the boat there is made so it holds a motor. So, you also have to think, do I start off now with this pole and, paddle my way across this great expanse of water to reach the hills of success? Or do I wait? Is there a motor coming? Can I arrange to have a motor come? Do I have enough uh, resources to pay for the gasoline that will have to go in the motor? Or do I even need the motor? Do I have enough knowledge about it? Will it break down and then I'm in a worse position? Like, and so you need to think things through. And this is the planning stage. This is the understanding of what you truly need in your life, in all areas of your life, in order to truly go forward with a strength towards very positive new beginnings. Go with the flow. Allow change in your life. Okay, embrace that change. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. We are looking at this pentacle that's a very young energy. There's two roses on top. There's a white rose and a red rose. Now, the white rose denotes a new path, a new way forward, a new way to bring in abundance, happiness, joy, balance in your life. The red is about your courage, about your passion, about getting really fueled up to go after it, saying it's, I'm doing this. Enough is enough. I'm doing it. And I don't know what lays in my tomorrow. That's why the fog is there, right? The fog there, we don't see if that's land or if it's water. So, and we don't have to know those things right now. That information will be provided to us. All we have to do is have the will, the desire, the want, the dream. Remember that magician energy. When the magician energy is around, your wish will be granted. But what are you wishing? What are you thinking about? How clumsy you are, how you were late again, how the car's constantly breaking down, how there's always more bills than checks in the mail. What are you thinking? How much you detest this person, or you want to get back at that person, or you don't like the situation and you just constantly think about that situation? And that, if you constantly think about the situation, you're going to be put right back into that situation, because that's how it works. So what are you thinking of? What are you wishing for without even realizing that you're asking for it to come in, that you're inviting it in? And start thinking very positively about what you want to bring in. Look at that, the Devil card, the 15 energy, the Phoenix rising out of the ashes, the rebirth of who you are by allowing the anchors to come off, breaking the locks, breaking the chains, the things that keep you stationary, not moving forward, spinning your wheels. Maybe it's procrastination. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's an anxiety. Maybe it's actually an anticipation that you've been reading as a fear or an anxiety. In a conversation with yourself, you get this revelation that that's excitement. I should be moving forward with this. I should be using this energy in a positive way. I had one deck where the devil was like a puppeteer. And of course, we were the puppet. The fool was the puppet, and the fool represents us on our path. And the strings, right? And the devil just kind of playing with us. Oh, and watch this. Now you're going to jerk, and you're going to pull back, and you're not going to approach that person. You're going to keep your mouth shut. Very good, very good. And away your tires spin. So where do you feel like you need to cut a string? Where do you feel you're on automatic pilot with something and you really need to look at it and have a revelation, have an insight, maybe about yourself, maybe about a situation? And allow the rebirth, allow the transformation. We'll pick 5 because it is a full moon. Look at this, the Page of Cups. This is a very spiritual card. So when this card appears, know that now, today especially, but over the next couple of weeks. And I will have this video up on my main page on YouTube so that you can revisit it quite easily. But if not, just look in the specials, and that's where I kind of keep all the full moons, new moons, eclipses, things like that for you, so that you can find them easy. Because some of that energy lasts up to like 6 months, so you do want to revisit that kind of information. And remember about that underlying current that we forget to talk about throughout the videos. So this is a card that talks about dreams coming true. You know, I kind of get that when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are, right? Your dreams come true. So talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides. Have conversations with them. Get excited about where you're going. Make a list, make a plan. But definitely it's about dreaming the dream. Dreaming the impossible dream is what I heard. Dreaming the impossible dream of where you can go, the mountains you can climb. And I think through meditation, prayer, contemplation, you get a picture of, you know, this person who is stronger. You're stronger than you think. You're more courageous than you think. You're definitely more intelligent than you think. The world dummies us down and makes us feel like we don't know a lot. We know tons. And this is meeting that inner warrior. And don't worry, that inner warrior will pop up throughout the next 2 weeks because it's fighting with Saturn. And if it's fighting with Saturn, Saturn is the rule maker. Saturn is the law and order. And we want to go this way, and Saturn's going, oh, no, you don't. Back it up, turn it around, back to square one. Be off now. You can't do it that way. So we hit these roadblocks, we get these stalls, we get these no movement forward or disappointing news. And, you know, we just want to throw in the towel at that time. So remember that you want to break those strings, that you want to have a faith, that you want to, and that meditation, that prayer time, that contemplation, sitting in quiet, having a conversation seemingly with yourself will bring in so much information. Page of Cups is here, right as the rebirth is happening. So it's about talking about your dreams of what you want to transform your environment into, yourself into, what you want to do, what you want to become. One more is the King of Swords. Oh yeah, this is where we have a little bit of fighting power. You know, this is all about our perception and where we are focused. We are looking straight ahead at the path that we are going to walk. The king doesn't allow for interference. So with this energy, this is where we could, you know, somebody says something and all of a sudden we get argumentative with them. Instead of taking it in, mulling it around, and maybe understanding their perception, or maybe understanding how you can teach them a new perception in a way that they'll be open to it. But we don't. We get very, we let our emotions rule when the Mars is in any kind of square. Our emotion gets in the way a little bit here because we want to go forward, and we get very angry, we get very disappointed fast, we get frustrated quite easily. And once again, this could be in our relationships, this could be in our health and well-being. You know, even though we're trying really hard to lose weight, you know, we gave in again today, and getting very frustrated and beating yourself up, calling yourself some lousy names, when you just have to say, you know what, it's okay, because there's tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I start fresh again. It's a brand new day. So I'm glad I got it out of my system today. I can move forward from the experience now. You know, and give yourself a pep talk. Tell yourself how great you are. Understand how great you are. Grow the belief in yourself. But with this card, watch the toes that you might step on, the feathers that you might ruffle, and really unbeknownst to you at all. Like because we kind of get the blinders on. So, stay open, embrace change, new ideas, new people, new situations. See where it leads. Take a little bit of a risk on yourself. Grow that dream. Make a wish. Blow out the candles, for goodness sakes. Well, if you're a Virgo, but I guess we could all blow out a candle. Take time for you. Make your list, though. You know, we started off with the Six of Swords there, so make your list. Make the plan. Understand what you truly are taking forward and what doesn't need to go forward with you. Because a full moon is a beautiful time to cleanse, to clean up the clutter, to let go, to heal. Oh, we had a card almost jump out there. Huh. And I don't know the deck good enough to tell you which one it was. But if I see it, I'll know it. It wasn't this one. Resilience. Rise above the tribulations. So it's kind of what I was talking about the most when I was shuffling the deck. So, rise above the tribulations. You know, I always tell my kids, be the bigger person. Take a step back. Be the bigger person. You don't have to point out to them that they're wrong. You know, when my mom, you know, we'd be sitting around and people would come over and stuff, and of course mom would retell the story 9 times, sometimes 10. And so when she would tell the story, I would ask questions. And people would look at me like, you know, this is the 5th time we're hearing this story. And I'm actually asking questions of parts of the story she knows, and maybe a couple of questions about this part of the story she doesn't know, to kind of get her mind working a little bit at the same time. And, you know, because she was telling a story, she was trying to be part of the group. She was trying to be involved. She was trying to still have, you know, that connection, because I'm sure inside she was terribly scared. You know, sometimes when she was told, you know, you told me that story 4 times. I've only been here 30 minutes, you know. You know, what it must feel like inside to not have that presence and know that. And I didn't. So I would say she doesn't know she just told me the story. So ask a question. You know, just have a little bit more compassion or empathy towards yourself and others. Rise above the tribulations. Don't allow things to carry with you, okay? I had somebody today, they were all over the road behind me, and I thought, man, oh man, here they come. And they're just, you know, I'm doing the speed limit, they're not getting any closer. All of a sudden they decide that they're going to be speeding, and then we get to a stop sign and they blow their horn, because apparently I looked both ways instead of just one and went. So as they went by, they honked, and I rolled my window and I said, have a good day. I didn't carry it with me. I let it go with them. Now, if they were trying to aggravate me because they were aggravated and just figured out that they were late for something and decided that everybody in the world should, you know, clear the path for them, well, that was up to them. But it was up to me to decide my reaction, which was a simple, have a good day. I wish them well. Bye-bye. And it didn't eat me up, or I could have thought, who do they think they are to tell me when I'm supposed to go? I wasn't done looking yet. You know, so, and then start to carry that with me. And how dare they? And it was just like that guy last week that did. And all of a sudden, we just go into that rabbit's hole. So watch, okay? Rise above the tribulations. Be the bigger person. Somebody's wrong. You know, I know. Well, here's the story for you. My dad, before he passed away, he was going blind, and he did go blind. And they were doing all kinds of experimental surgeries and treatments to try and save his vision. And so they were doing some kind of laser thing to his eyes to, I think, kill blood vessels, and they had burnt his eyes. His eyes were just, and he went for several treatments and they were fine, but this one time, oh my gosh. And, you know, I was like, Dad, you should sue them. You know, like, how dare he do this to you? Look at the damage he's done. He's worsened you instead of made you better. And my dad said, you know, he was trying to do his best. And maybe it didn't work, but maybe he learned something from helping me or trying to help me that's going to benefit everybody else. And things are supposed to happen for a reason. And I don't know what the reason is, but you don't go around suing people and ruin his reputation, because then he's helpless. He cannot help anybody going forward. And, you know, he passed and I became my mom's caregiver, and don't we end up at the same doctor's office? And my mom had the same thing on her eyes, and he was still there in business because nobody sued him. And he helped my mom actually regain a lot of her sight for about 10 years straight. So had, you know, we tried to destroy him, you know, my dad just said, no, you got to be the bigger person. You've got to say, okay, this happened for a reason. He didn't do it maliciously. He was trying to help me, and maybe he learned from this, and he can help others. And he did. He helped my mom many years later, for many years. So, okay, let's get to the really easy to talk about. You know, notice I don't have many stories about me, but, you know, I learned a lot from my mom and dad. Resilience. So, this card encourages you to endure and withstand stress and recover quickly from life's changes, misdeeds, maybe a bad ordeal. This is about facing life's adversities with courage and patience in such a way that you come through unscathed, better and stronger for the experience. It means the recovery from an illness, or maybe being rejected by a loved one. Moving past an emotion. This takes compassion, determination, and strength that will not be defeated. The resilience of the human spirit and the validity of love inhabits us to rise above our tribulations and fly again. Accept your reality in a very positive light. Look for the silver lining. Make it good. The mantra is, I have the strength to quickly rise above my problems. I have the strength. I have the courage. I have the willpower. I have the patience. I have the love for myself to rise above my problems, my worries, my anxieties, my fear. And we'll get an animal here. And of course, we'll do a Journey of Love card at the very end, because it is a full moon reading, and I always use that deck. Oh, the Phoenix tried to jump out there. Oh, come on, Phoenix. We already had the Phoenix once, did we not? Right. Oh, yeah, the Devil card was out. Oh, partners. So it is about relationships as well. So we'll go to the Seahorse. Love, partners, foundation, balance, relationships, and safety. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. I just love that. This is a time for you to look closely at relationships around you. If you're currently with a love partner, it is time for you to rekindle a passion, explore new ways to build on your foundation. Safety and security is important, and Seahorse offers protection, love, and safety, so that you can continue on your journey. If you're single, it's important for you to restore the balance that's missing within you in order to attract the right person. Like attracts like. Be the person that you want to be in your life. Unlike humans, it's the male seahorse that carries babies. This card could signify that there is an imbalance between the male and female partnerships, or it could be the male and female within you, maybe within the relationship. It could be in the workplace. It could be in a love relationship. If you're thinking of beginning your own business, this is a wonderful time, but you must not go it alone. And remember the Six of Swords, we had somebody in the boat with us. A partner is needed to help you with the balance. You may be the creative type. You'll need somebody to ground you with regards to finances, or vice versa, perhaps. There is also a message that a loved one, a male energy, who has crossed over, may be coming through with a message of love and peace. Ancient Europeans believed that the seahorse carried the souls of the deceased sailors to the underworld. Seahorses offered the sailors protection on their journey as they went to meet their destiny. And it's now time for you. It's now time for you to embrace your destiny. Okay. A Journey of Love card. I do love these cards. It always, every card, it either is it brings it together, the reading completely together, or at least I find that it just kind of brings it together. It's like the conclusion. All right, the card try and slip away on us. Look at that. Heart of the Moment, 16. Heart of the Moment. Okay, not that long actually. And we will do the poem first. Love provides the opportunity to express the core essence of our very nature. It touches us at a level of feeling beyond the human norm and renders our beings incapable of feeling with greater depth or wonder. Love is the fabric of life. It is the substance that holds all together. It's the magic that opens the unknown. It is the quality that speaks to our soul, that opens our heart, that excites our spirit, and allows us in its presence to become something greater than ourselves, something more than we are alone. So, we are entering a time in life where the past and future are colliding. In this present moment, you have a powerful opportunity to decide how you wish to continue on a certain pattern of relating or not. This may mean leaving a relationship, starting a new one, a new workplace, a new environment. But even if you cannot yet make that decision with peace in your heart, you can still partake of the heart of this moment and decide how you shall choose to be. Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism, of judgment and anxiety? Will you let go of loss and despair and just be with your own heart? Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself, even if that trust says you have to wait a while longer before you can make a long-term decision? This is a time when you can alter your future. You can alter your future. Stepping into a relationship with another, with the divine, with yourself, in a whole new way. Even the smallest choice for love is a step in the best direction. You have the heart of the divine within you, and it's not too hard for you to choose love. Let go of the people who want you to choose jealousy, or hatred, or fear, or doubt. Their games are not nearly as fun. Choose love, and who knows, maybe they'll join your party instead. This oracle brings you a message. You are in a transition zone in your life and relationships. It is at one moment that will manifest as many opportunities, where one choice will open up many pathways to fulfillment for you. We always have a chance to create our future with our present choices. But at this time, you are in an especially fertile karmic period, having just come out of a cycle of learning and about to enter a new cycle. This is the time to be willing to take a chance, to take a risk, to be happy within yourself, no matter what is going on around you. Your life is about to take a karmic turn, and you can feel peace in that knowing. So, dream it big. You're ready for the adventure, so start making the plans. Start altering your routines, your behaviors, your habits, and start transforming it into the behaviors and habits you want going forward and the routine that you want in place going forward. Know in your heart you're in a transitional period, and it's the time to prepare yourself for the new beginning, the new tomorrow. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.